Ciao ragazzi, come state?
Se ve la maschera in posto. Dai, stai fermo.
Zio, ma quale cara?
Stai fermo.
Ma zio, ma quale maschera, zio?
Io non ce l'ho, come la prendi?
Zio, non la prendi, cammina.
Ragazzi, sono stanchissimo oggi.
Stanchissimo di che cosa?
Mi avete stancare adesso, no? Ho fatto una prestazione veramente da finale di BJJ Champions League 1, 2, 3, 5. Andare da Dutch Bros, ricordarmi un po' l'Oregon. Praticamente ragazzi, Dutch Bros è vedere tipo una Starbucks, possiamo dirlo, una Starbucks un po' diverso?
Sì.
Ha chiuso questo? Ok. Non si apre, giuro. Mamma che caldo ragazzi, oggi ci sono 41 gradi? 41 gradi, perché poi loro dentro hanno AC, l'air conditioner molto forte, quindi quando poi esci c'è uno sbalzo. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Apri. Vedendo bene. Sei nervoso oggi?
No, però sta gente mi fa nervosire. C'è nessuno davanti a loro, devono andare piano.
Ma non accelerare così! Gianluca è strafan di Dutch Bros, finalmente siamo arrivati. No, vuoi dire qualcosa su Dutch Bros?
È una cosa un po' differente da Starbucks.
E la cosa che va forte qua si chiama energy drink, no? Che praticamente, come ho fatto una storia su Instagram, seguitemi se volete vedere delle cose diverse dai miei vlog.
Fala mostro!
E cara, tutto bene?
Vai pra casa?
Puoi spiegare in modo serio? O...
Starbucks ormai è diventato overrated, frate. Allora dobbiamo provare le cose nuove. Qua hanno energy drink che da Starbucks non hanno, sì.
Diciamo che
Starbucks c'ha solo caffè.
Diciamo che
E poi Starbucks è gli unici drink che ha di merda.
Diciamo che hanno questo energy drink, praticamente è proprio la cosa più. Cioè, poi il caffè sì, lo prendono alcuni, classico frappuccino, eccetera. Però qua è energy drink, che praticamente è una Red Bull. Perché alla fine è Red Bull.
Sì, la fanno loro.
La fanno loro, praticamente è una Red Bull con degli ingredienti un po' diversi. Quindi per esempio mi ha chiesto come lo volessi, ho preso cocco e fragola. Ho detto che è buono, proviamolo. Poi puoi mettere tipo mela, puoi mettere pera. Qua è...
Mela e pera?
No, puoi mettere tipo mela, puoi mettere la pera, no?
Sì.
Cioè, ma ragazzi, ma qua anche in Oregon, guardate la fila. Qua ci sono due corsie, tutte le macchine di qua, abbiamo gente dietro. Cioè, ogni ora del giorno è così anche in Oregon. Mafia only. Qua ragazzi sono stranissimi queste poste, né? Musica altissima dentro, Oregon insieme. Ora tipo sono lì tutti che parlano così tranquillamente, eh? Ora stanno ridendo, noi stiamo aspettando i drink intanto, eh?
Vediamo anche noi? E dai allora! Perché ci guardano, zio?
Di strada di loro!
Dai,
voi non fate strada con noi? Devi fare di strada! Ho fatto la ricerca di Fernando da solo, ragazzi, eh? Cioè, lo porta prima Mirko? Ah, quello dietro lo porta? Ma è figa? Oh, ma è carina?
No, non guardo io.
Ah?
Non guardo.
No, guardo io per entrambi. Non i quattro occhi. Ma che cosa stanno facendo?
Oh, thank you so much.
Questo è tuo?
Sì.
Thank you.
No.
No, we're good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, bye. Ti amo.
Zio.
Sì, ma mi sono innamorato durante questa cosa. No, buono. È veramente una Red Bull alla fragola, né? Pazzesco. Pausa panino. Siena. Ah, che posto è?
Panino con la cotoletta.
Panino con la cotoletta? È il tuo posto italiano qua a Vegas? Ah, ok, va bene, ci sta.
Grazie.
Grazie. Raga, questo è il primo vero posto italiano che vedo in America. Sono italiani, i ragazzi, ed è tutto italiano, vedete il nostro calabrese, salami doc. No, adesso siamo pronti. Portate qua o portate via? Andiamo qua.
Grazie, carissimo.
Grazie, come il McDonald's.
Grazie.
Mamma mia, ragazzi.
Panino con la cotoletta mozzarella.
Italiano ragazzi, mamma mia. Yeah, so basically I called yesterday and I think I spoke with
Ma dopo che avevi parlato, scusa?
un altro.
Perché non c'è?
Oggi non c'è, mi fa vieni che c'è un esperto. Hai capito?
Oggi siamo qua, compriamo un'acqua della Dasani.
cosa puoi dire della differenza dei supermercati tra Italia e America?
La scelta.
La scelta.
Qua ci sono tipo Coca-Cola, c'ha 17.000 scelte.
Ah sì?
C'è Pepsi con l'arancia, Pepsi con la cherry.
Ah, ci siamo? Siamo un po' troppo vicini? Regia, allarghiamo un po'. Ok ragazzi, sono tornato qua a casa. Mi avete chiesto di fare una parte in inglese, sentire il mio inglese, parlare in inglese. E tante persone mi hanno detto fai un Q&A nuovo. Visto che tante persone ti hanno scoperto da poco, allora ho detto va bene, facciamo un Q&A in inglese e risolviamo la cosa, no? Ragazzi scusate ma devo cambiare maglietta, è troppo caldo. Mamma mia. Andiamo sulle domande. Vedete, ho fatto questa storia qua. Fammi delle domande, ask me a question, quindi ci sono tutte le domande qua, vedete? Tutte le domande nuove e via. Allora partiamo. From now on we just speak English, guys. So Nicola is asking me, are you looking for something serious like in a relationship, or like, you know, not serious, let's just say that. I don't know, you know, I just spent one year in Italy, and I knew that my plan was to come back here in the States, so I just knew that my mission was to come back here. Even if this path like would have not come back, like, you know, the United States one, I would have just like go away. Just like, I like to adventure, I like to always be outside my comfort zone. So yeah, now that I'm here 100%, you know, I'm looking for something serious. I think that the athlete life here, it's hard, and you know, just to have somebody like, you know, that can help you, somebody that loves you, you know, that is always there for you, especially for us that, you know, we don't have friends. I mean, our friends, we of course have friends, but we don't have family, cousins, you know, stuff like that. I'm more of, you know, a person that is like, hey, if he's gonna come, he's gonna come. Even if it's not gonna come, like, it's fine, you know. I'm doing my life, I have my projects, I have my mission, so it's alright. So Leo O3 is asking me, what's your favorite team? Well, I mean, right now I'm happy to have an MLS team to support. I actually was really into, you know, the St. Louis team, because St. Louis is gonna have an MLS team from 2022, so next year. That's super exciting, you know, for St. Louis. I think they deserve it. And for the Timbers, you know, Portland Timbers, I arrived, trained for Portland Timbers under 23, so 100% Timbers, and just in general, Inter Milan, of course. All right, so Kevin 20M is asking me, have you met someone you can call a real friend in the USA? Well, if we don't count Gianluca, because I mean, me and Gianluca grew up in Italy, then he moved to Brazil. I mean, it's a really nice story. We can, if you guys want, we can talk about it in the next vlog. But if we don't count Gianluca, which honestly doesn't count because we already knew each other, 100% in St. Louis, I have, I'd say, two real people, two guys that, I don't know, if I was a millionaire, I would literally, like, I don't know, buy them something, because they helped me a lot, they did a lot for me, they found so much time, especially, you know, when I was going to move, you know, when I signed for Los Angeles, and they knew I was moving away, they, you know, take off work, take off days, so just to spend more time for me. And so big thanks to Anin and Sebastian, they're two of my biggest friends. And honestly, you know, when I was in Italy, they were always calling me, they were always like, hey man, you know, I wish you were here. So, you know, I'm really like sentimental and emotional in this stuff, because I always remember, like I was saying in Italian in another vlog, I always remember everything. I know the people that were always there, I know the people that are just trying to use me, I don't know, for something. So Sebastian and Anin are real friends, and that's really rare, you know, nowadays. Fanini Tommaso, what is your next goal? Well, honestly, I have my goals. They're gonna stay private, you know, just because like it's really personal for me. I have them written, and yeah, it's something that I've had in my head for a longer time. But the one that I can tell you, you know, it's just to just stay positive like this. You know, I wasn't like this, like I wasn't this positive, that I worked a lot on myself, and I think it's one of the best things you can do. So just staying like this, you know, this is the only one that I can tell you, I'm sorry. So Swim, I think that's a Swim Boy 714 is asking me right now, are you happy with what you're doing? 100%. I'm really happy, and I'm really happy that, you know, my ideas and my vision and my personality is being shared, and I'm managing, you know, to share what I feel inside, you know, my ideas, my creativity throughout the camera. This is Gianluca. Like, he's literally downstairs and he's calling me, that's crazy. PRVCX is asking, how can you recover so easily from the sad moments? I don't know, I don't think there's like a solution, and I think that everybody's different, everybody has, you know, different experiences. And honestly, even if it's so sad to say, I feel like the more you suffer, the more you learn like how to develop, or like, you know, just to react, how to get like in the positive line, you know, faster. So I feel like I've been through some stuff, you know, of course, and yeah, you know, you just get used to it. Like I said, it's super sad to say, but it's alright, you know, like you just have one life. That's what I think. I think lockdown was a really sad period for me. I was like, you know, I don't think that I'm gonna get out of here. I don't think that I'm gonna get out of Italy and stuff like that. You just have, you know, to learn about yourself. You just have to learn how your mind and your body react about, you know, in the sad moments. And yeah, man, like it's hard. It's hard. Phew, I knew this was coming. All right. Filippo is asking, how was the quarantine in the States? Man, yeah, that was probably harder than lockdown, you know. It was actually, yeah, probably the saddest period of my life, and that's where I started, you know, like to know myself, started to meditating, doing a lot of stuff that I always underrated. I actually suggest to do it, you know, meditating, reading and stuff. It was a hard period with me and my ex-girlfriend, because just a little bit before quarantine, I had signed with Los Angeles, and, you know, we were in Missouri, so yeah, it was just like not working out. And so yeah, actually the first day of quarantine, I decided to end things, just because I knew that you know, it was just not gonna work, even if I, of course, didn't want to. I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but yeah, basically I broke up with my ex-girlfriend the first day of quarantine. And so you can imagine, you know, like I was alone in my apartment, no friends, no family. I mean, yeah, you know, a lot of people say like, I am super grateful there's FaceTime, you know, it's probably one of the best inventions. Like, I mean, you can understand, like, you know, FaceTime, especially in those moments, is not the same thing as, you know, I have my friend in front of me. Yeah, it was a really hard moment, heartbreak or whatever you say. Like, I don't want to get too deep into it, but yeah, it changed me a lot. I just started to reading a lot, just started to meditating a lot, working out. Probably in that period, the good thing was like I was so big, but I was so fit, you know, like I was way bigger than right now. Honestly, one of the periods that I want to forget. Yeah, that was it. So let's do the last three, alright guys? So this video doesn't get too long. Which is your favorite city in America? Is asking me Marco. My favorite city in America is St. Louis, 100%. You know, it's more like, and this is just me, like for me, even if St. Louis is not as beautiful as LA or as beautiful as New York, for me it's more the meaning, you know, like St. Louis is honestly, is what I consider, like one of my friends, you know, David, hi David, if you're watching this video, he told me like, I think St. Louis is running in your blood, you know, it's like if it's in your blood. And I feel the same thing, honestly, like I feel a little bit like Missouri still, I don't know, it's still inside me. I know it's weird, but I know I'm Italian, but for United States, St. Louis, man, like it's just so beautiful in my opinion. It's where I achieved, it's where I started, you know, my career in the United States, honestly. Played for St. Louis, we won the championship, good friends, good team, good best friends, you know, Sebastian and Danine there. St. Louis is gonna be always my first American home, or maybe like just my American home in general, you know. I mean, we have to see with Portland, honestly, how it's gonna go. All right, this one is kind of nice. Elena Bista is asking me, what is your drive to constantly strive to do better? I think that that's just one of my side of my personalities, which is also a negative side, right? Like I have a tattoo here, and this tattoo basically says, be always thankful for what you have, because if you think about what you don't have, you will never have enough. Like that's literally, you know, I wrote everything. Because yeah, when I was younger, you know, like let's say I get 100, I was not happy to having 100 because I already want 200. And when I get 200, I already want 300, you know? So on one side, I feel like I never appreciate maybe what I mean, more like when I was younger, right? But when I receive something, I'm like, all right, so what's next, you know? But on the other side, I think that's also what, I don't know, brought the happy moments in my life, because I'm really happy for my achievements. Every time I go a little bit better at something, even my personality, even with myself, even with relationship with people, I always want to go outside my comfort zone. And even like with YouTube, I understand this, because like, let's say there's, I don't know, maybe there's a good shot that I can do. Remember when I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that because it's too embarrassing. And now I feel like, oh yeah, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like even vlogging in public, vlogging at the supermarket, vlogging everywhere. Like 6 months ago, I would have just said like, oh, let me put the camera a little bit down, or oh, let me watch out that there's nobody around, you know? Now I just don't care. That's the meaning of life, in my opinion. If you don't develop yourself, like you're always gonna be your first priority, right? Don't ever put yourself on the second position, because that's just not good. I did it a lot, like to put myself in second position, and I feel like nobody of us deserve to be, at least for ourselves, at the second position, so always be first. Yeah, Samuele is asking me like, describe your tattoos. I'm just gonna say real quick that, yeah, I mean, that's probably gonna be like a video in the future, like a special something, maybe special 100K, who knows if we're ever gonna reach that, but yeah, that's super deep, you know. My tattoos are not aesthetic, they have really deep meanings, and I feel like right now I'm not ready to say all of those, so maybe in the future. Man, alright, I'm already getting emotional. Yeah, I'll pick this one, even if it's one that like I said, I don't really like to talk about it, but I'll pick it just because it's different than the other ones, you know. Lele Lesciutta is asking, so basically is how hard it was this past year for you and how much did you learn from it? Man, this past year was really hard, and like I said, I felt like for one of the first times in my life like that I was lost, and yeah, you know, it was tough. I feel like I always been that kid that had so much going on in his head and never found a good channel, like not YouTube channel, like, you know, channel in his head just to like, you know, just show it, or, you know, just do something about it, you know. I always had these ideas, thinking about like dreams, stuff like that. I was scared that, I don't know, somebody would make fun of me, what the people could think about it, and you know, even in this last year I had so many good ideas, but I was locked in my house, right? There were social media. I actually took like a detox from social media, like for 3 months. I turned off my phone. I was opening Instagram, I was seeing like my friends in the United States having fun, having parties and stuff, and I was just in my room, you know, not doing anything, just watching YouTube the entire day. I was eating bad, like, I mean, yeah, I think I was depressed, you know, like it was a really bad period, so you know, it was tough, and I feel that you know, all of these, when I went out of it, and I was just like, man, I have so much energy that energy, and I was also mad that I don't have time right now to think about what the people could think about, I don't know, me vlogging, or what people can think if I record the training and stuff. So it kinda, you know, transformed me in a way like, you know, Giacomo, just show what you have, like, you know, time, like I said, guys, pass so fast, you know. I'm about to go 24, and I know, like, I'm not that old, but trust me, I'm not that young either anymore, you know. I feel like I was 18 yesterday. I wasted literally 1 year. I feel like my 23 years old, I didn't do anything, you know. So these are the best years we're gonna live. And then I speak with so many people saying like, oh my god, I'm 30, I wish I could do that. I'm 30, I wish I could do that. I had my job, I did that. So there's no time to think about what people think about me. They don't know my story. They don't know why I do it. They don't know what I had to go through, right? So yeah, I learned a lot, honestly. Yeah, that question, I knew it was coming. But yeah, guys, I guess we're done with the Q&A.
Non è vero, non ci serviva questo, raga, non ci serviva.